one thing in you that is very big, which is the fear of judgment. The fear of judgment to you is big. Yes? Is, for example, and I'll give you a couple of examples so that you understand. I think you pretty much do already, but what if Luca starts talking shit about me and starts telling to other students that I'm just a failure, that I'm not going to do anything? That would be a knife for you. Okay? Now, what if your parents start doing something very similar to that? That's also a knife to you. Yes? Even though you're in a phase right now that you are overcoming stuff, looking for a bunch of independence, realizing a bunch of stuff that you didn't realize before, even as you're growing massively in this journey, this still attacks you. This still is deep. Now, every single one of you, me including me, I'm not an alien, we all have a degree of this, obviously, right? But in Jaden, it's like, you know, the Jeremy Minor one? This is the difference. So my point is, number one is to really understand it, is to just genuinely be fully aware that this is who I am. Okay? So is that very clear on you? Then we're going to talk about the next step. But is this clear for you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah? Okay. Number two, there are multiple things, and honestly, this would have to be like a one-on-one call where I just walk you through a bunch of stuff to see how you can start, you know, losing this. But it's not going to be an easy thing. But the number one is for you to start having some perspective, genuine perspective. So right now, you're getting nervous about asking a question with all of us in here. The perspective is going to be, why in the fuck do you care? That will be the perspective level, okay? And after that, you catastrophizing it, like you just push it to the maximum negative thing, which is basically, oh, I'm going to ask a dumb question and Tyler and Fahad are going to make fun of me. They're going to laugh at me because I just asked the dumb question, right? It's just like, okay, so what? Yes? So that's go for it.
I don't think it's about, I don't care if anyone makes fun of me. I think I don't want to look incompetent. I think that's my fear. I don't want to look incompetent, but I don't care if someone makes fun of me or if I have a conflict.
You're reminding me of the prospect that I just reviewed on Jonator. What game are we playing, Jaden? You're telling me that you don't care if someone makes fun of you, but you care about someone calls you incompetent? Really? They're not that far.
Yeah.
It is judgment. It is judgment. Yes. And that it's fine. It's the biggest fear for people. Literally. Public speaking. Being afraid of being judged. Or being pushed away from the tribe that you're in. There's nothing. There are some things that are wrong with it, but it's a normal thing. But number one is understanding it, accepting it. Number two is realizing that if you push it to the maximum possible, deepest, darkest, and worst thing ever, it still doesn't change anything about you.
Hey, put your fucking phone down. Focus. If you cannot even watch one video with full concentration, how do you expect to be successful in life? Focus. Now, since I have you here, you could work one-on-one with me. I don't have a mentorship, I have a brotherhood. I have people who are working almost 700 hours in a row. I have people who had no knowledge in sales and now are making more than 5 figures in just a few months. I will not teach you stupid linguistics like say the stupid word track. I will not teach you useless tonalities that make you look like a clown. I will not teach you to be a pushover in sales who tries to force stuff. Quite the opposite. I'm going to teach you psychology, the real psychology, so that you can know exactly what to do to make people do whatever the fuck you want. You don't get just group coaching calls, you get one-on-ones with me where you can become a beast, where I can help you with anything you need. I can be your mentor. More than 300 hours of fucking content so that you know exactly what to do in every area. Join the brotherhood. Join the hunters and become the best version of yourself. Get the life you always fucking wanted, or do nothing and let my hunters take everything from you. If you want to join, you can see the link down below. That being said, let's continue with the video.
That's the next step for you. And that's how you stop being nervous about it. And the third one is that you start being more depending on your inputs than on the outputs, as I'm always saying, yeah? Why? Because if you get nervous in a call, before a call, a sales call, and in that call you're already concerned about, who's this person gonna think of me? Am I gonna say the right stuff? How do I do this? I'm gonna get into an interview. I don't know what to say to this person can hire me. What if I do this? What if I do that? All this is literally a fucking poison eating your mind, and then you don't know where to go, and you start stuttering. You just end up going in circles, and you just crash and die pretty much. Versus the approach of what I'm teaching you guys, being super relaxed, conversational, chill, that you're just really seeing what the other person is about. That's what gives you the advantage. We're going to be discussing this more in a one-on-one if you want, but I want to close this with the big advice for you. The more you look inward, the worse you're going to feel, and the more nervous you're going to be. The more you start looking outward, the less of a fuck you give. Because if I'm on a call with you, with an interview, or with a prospect or whatever, and I'm just looking outward, I'm just looking at the prospect, his breathing rate, how much he's blinking, what he says, his tonality, everything, then I don't give a fuck about me. I don't have time to do that. Then I'm just normal. And by being normal, I have so much information from the other side that I can then leverage the conversation in the way that I want. I'm summarizing a bunch of shit, but is this making sense to you?
It makes sense, but I tried everything, even that. Like, I do that all the time, but nothing works. So I think it's something I have to expose myself to that.
It's not just exposure. Yeah. It's not just exposure, but also understand, remember what I said? It's not going to be something that you just change like this. It's not something that you just change. Oh, I tried everything. For how long you tried everything? It's a process. Okay? It takes a while. It's not something that you just, I'm just going to change how my literal brain is wired with a couple of tricks. No. It takes more. Okay?
Okay. So the solution is the one-on-one?
What? The one-on-one what?
What's the solution? Like, looking outward? I already tried that, so should I just give it time?
You're trying. You're definitely trying. If you were literally looking outward, you wouldn't be nervous. Being nervous is literally looking inward. You cannot be... Do you remember when I gave the example? Actually, no, you weren't in the call. I was giving the example because I wanted to show the guys how naturally one reacts when they're in an accident. Like car accident. Imagine this, a car accident. Panic. It's like you seeing people you care about literally in the middle of a crash accident and other people dying, bleeding out, and you're like, oh wow, I'm feeling panic right now. Wow, I'm starting to be a bit nervous. No, you don't do that. You're literally looking at what's happening. You don't start looking inward in that way. Hell, with all the adrenaline, you wouldn't even be looking if you got hurt. It makes sense? You're saying you're trying, you're not doing it. Fully looking outward is not looking inward at all. I'm not nervous at all about saying this to you right now because there's nothing about this conversation that is targeting to me right now. I'm not even paying attention to me at all.
Yes.
This is a yes that it makes sense, but I don't know how to do it.
It makes sense, but I don't think I can do it.
Why don't you think you could do it? What is this thing?
I don't know. Like, it'll happen sometime, but it doesn't work for me.
Well, then, I don't know. Quit.
Yeah,
McDonald's.
Probably.
McDonald's. Fuck it. All right. You cannot. Why are you being so... What the fuck is this? This doesn't work on me? Probably. No. What is this? This pressure that you feel right now, everyone looking at you, me saying this to you in front of everyone, this nervousness that you're feeling right now, check your pulse, your heart rate. It must be really up right now. Everything that you are, this should motivate you to change. Not to say, yeah, it just doesn't work. What the fuck is that answer? Do you like that? Do you like the fact that you have to feel nervous? Ja oder nein, mein Freund?
No, but I think logically it makes sense.
But
I just need to expose myself to these conditions.
do you hear your language? You're being a bad prospect, literally. Do you even hear your language? Yeah, but you don't want to accept it. Why? Why don't you want to accept that you can still do some work and change it? Why are you putting yourself under the bus? Why?
I can. No, I think. No, I believe looking outward is. I believe looking outward helps, but at the same time, it's not the only thing that will help me. So.
Jesus fuck.
But we don't need to make
it doesn't help
session.
you. It helps. It doesn't help you. No, this is a fixing lesson. You need it because this doesn't help you at all. And everyone, if you have a concern about any aspect of your life that is similar, you should pay attention to this. And imagine I'm talking to you. Jaden, every barrier is literally in your mind. If I want to, I can fucking fly. I just don't fly because I don't feel like it. Yeah. This is how you should think. You saying, yeah, that helps you. Why wouldn't it help you? And if it doesn't help you, why wouldn't you find something else that does? Why would you keep throwing yourself under the bus? Since when are you a depressive girl? What is wrong with you, my friend?
Yeah, so I need to stop being gay. I will.
I expect that. We all expect you to do this. But I really, really want you to take an extra 4 minutes of your day and rewatch this and listen to your language.
Yeah. Okay.
You're talking about probabilities and giving negatives. But maybe I'm not saying, yes, just agree and lie. It's just like, yeah, okay, look, I'll agree with you. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that if you have all this negative self-talk for absolutely no fucking reason, I'm just pointing at you. It's literally what I do with prospects. I am showing you, hey, this is how you are choosing to live your life. Why? Why? And it has to be you who realizes and says, yeah, actually, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to. And then you say why you don't want to. And you start changing it. And I can help you with the changing it. Because I have a fuck ton of mechanisms, techniques, theories that you can use. I can coach you with that. But the first section, which is, I don't want to be like this, that has to come from you. But if you're saying, yeah, I'm nervous, and I'm telling you how you can get out, and you say, yeah, but that doesn't help me, then, okay, then we're all fucked.